Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and so people have been asking me about the post or whatever from Whiz, um, for the Goku vs Superman 3 and the what's it called? The analysis of Goku and Superman for the death battle. So we're gonna go over that stuff since it's out. I'm not gonna try to spread all this into condense more videos and stuff like that. I'm just gonna get it done right now and give my thoughts and opinions on it. And I'm gonna stress this right now. What is done in this video? What is done in this YouTube video is my opinion and my opinion only. So nobody, that I know or I'm associated with, for example, this is not their opinions. This is not their takes. Does not reflect their opinions. This is my opinion specifically. And I'm going to be a little more as professional as I can be on this side of it. But we're going to get my takes on it because you guys deserve to know my takes and what my take on what they do on the analysis and, Ben Singer, or I'm sorry, Wiz, put out. So let's go. All right, so this is from Wiz, the creator / showrunner of Death Battle, who is talking about the Goku vs Superman, and he answered some questions. He said, "Why make a part 3?" Good thing to start off on. He basically said, "I know everyone will not see it this way, but this to me is not a part 3. It is it's separated from the original. The second one, we truly analyzed this matchup since 2013, and the first time we are doing so with a full team. The episode can speak for itself, but I do want to share how we got here. I made Goku vs Superman 1 over 10 years ago." Yeah, okay, we know Wiz. When Death Battle was a different product, most of the episodes were made by only 2 or 3 people, and I was even in college at the time. Okay, makes sense. Death Battle Season 1 was unique in that it was originally meant to be a dumb joke. Okay, I got a little issues with that statement, but okay. Isn't it funny how we're doing such a straw research? Yeah, clearly the wrong idea, but the episodes for Zelda, Peach, Starscream, Rainbow Dash, Pikachu, Becketel, and more are the ways they are. I learned a lot from Goku vs Superman 1, and I like it, but it obviously is flawed. I think the man with limits versus the man who breaks limit concept is interesting, but it ironically is a rather of limited way to approach the characters. Well, you're right on that statement at the end, but let me get to the statement where he said the original thing was meant to be a dumb joke. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says. That's BS. It is, because he said for years that everything that was done in the original season was legitimate. Like, he said this I remember him saying this stuff. And he would tell people on Twitter that, like, if you feel that if we feel that the fight was wrong, we'll redo the fight. I remember him saying that too, like, a long time ago. So for him to now say, "Oh, it was a dumb joke," very, very hypocritical, because I remember what he was saying back then. I remember this. he was saying it because everyone was hit me up about that. Is like he kept saying that why does this, hold on, sorry about that. Anyways, he kept posting like that stuff like a long time ago, and it was really annoying because it really bugged me. And it bugged a lot of people because at the time he was saying, "Oh, our research, we know what we're doing," and then he would come in and then be like, "Oh, if you think it's wrong, prove it, and we'll gladly redo it," which he never did. They never would redo like the episodes that they were called out for being wrong. Okay. And I'm talking about in the early stages of Death Battle. I'm not talking about when they started remaking some of their other episodes later on in the past couple of seasons. So I don't agree with Wiz's statement there. That statement seems very, very hypocritical considering what he used to say back in the day. Anyways, I didn't intend Goku vs. Superman 2 to be a rematch, but such a epilogue scene, basically a continuation, which with the way they did Goku vs. Superman 2, I always believed it was a continuation that was a sequel. Um, because that was the way the dialogue was portrayed. Like, they literally portrayed it as a sequel, like, from the original. Like, they did, like, because they used the dragon to wish Goku back, and Goku then says, "You want a rematch?" Up for a rematch. Like, they literally basically said it was like a continuation of the original, you know. So I thought it was both. I still view it as Goku vs. Superman 2 because it was a sequel to the original, but it was a new fight overall, the way they approached it. Now, Wiz is claiming that that's not what he wanted to do. He wanted it to be, a continuation of the original all the way through as being marketed that way. Because they didn't market it that way. They marketed it as a rematch. And he talks about the Screw Attack gaming convention. Screw Attack was owned by Death Battle at the time. I agreed to make it because we had 20 minutes of material cut from Goku vs. Superman 1, or Goku vs. Superman 1 to work with Tori. Tori is a fucking phenomenal animator, by the way. I'm not taking anything away from that guy. That guy can do some good shit. You know what I'm saying? Was part of the team and could make some awesome animation battles. And I was planning to contribute to SGC. I didn't realize Goku vs. Superman 2 would essentially become its main attraction, leading to the expectations that my intentions could not be met. In my frustration, I made a lackluster episode that accidentally derailed Superman, ultimately kicking Dragon Ball fans while they were down. Yeah, you kind of did that. You kind of did that, Wiz. Yeah, you did. I remember it. It was painful, and it was really bad, especially since you said Superman had limitless strength. I should have been more of the situation, and I didn't like the Goku versus Superman 2 become. I think it was my worst episode. On a positive note, Tori animation is fantastic. Yes, I agree with him on that. Tori's animation was fucking phenomenal. It was also our first time working with Brandon Yates, who is scoring the new one. It sounds silly, but Goku vs. Superman is a prominent part of my life, and I wanted to make the episode that does it justice. Oh yeah, Wiz, it's definitely a prominent of your life as well as mine and many others. Didn't you say Goku can't ever win? With the old perspective, yes. But modern Death Battle takes a different approach to determine victors. What happened in the original has no bearing on this one. Sure. Sure, Wiz. Sure. Okay. I don't believe that, but okay. Sure. Um, what version of Goku and Superman are you using? There's a funny role reversal here. Last time we did this, Goku essentially had one mainline canon. He's right about that. While Superman was split between multiple different errors. It wasn't multiple different errors, it was multiple different continuity comic books. Um, Nowadays, it's sort of the opposite, given how Dragon Ball Super has three different continuities between the movies, the anime, and the manga. That's not true. The manga and the anime are one and the same, by the way. And I think the movie stuff mostly is in the manga, anyways. So, not exactly true there. We're electing to smash them together in a different matter to how Superman's main canon now works. This technically also includes Dragon Ball Heroes, but I'll let the episode explain that. Yeah, Dragon Ball Heroes is going to be interesting because that fucking series is goddamn broken. There's like two different Gokus in there, and I remember the mainline Goku fought the Xeno Goku from the fan dub that, which by the way, I still don't know where that fan dub is now. There was like a fan dub like that did like 22 episodes or whatever, and I watched them, but they're not available anymore. I mean, you could try finding them on YouTube, but they're not really as good quality. I can't find the download link for it. So yeah, anybody that knows where that fan dub, those 22 episodes are, let me know because I want to watch them again at one point. Because they're never gonna English dub it. But anyways. Side note, it's common, though, that Xeno Goku is far away and the most powerful version of Goku. Yeah, but he also lost to the mainline Goku, so yeah. So I understand why people are asking us to use the Xeno Goku exclusively. However, when Goku and Xeno Goku fought in Heroes canon, Goku won thanks to the Ultra Instinct. So food for thought, specifically contents. CC Goku, I don't know what he means, CC Goku, is from the Super Timeline, where Xeno is from the GT one. Will it top the original battle? We aren't trying to necessarily outdo the original. I have a different vision for this episode since the beginning, and I think you'll understand that I mean when you see it. We also have a talented team of animators and artists working hard to make it look glorious. If you haven't seen our recent episodes, we've come a long way since the day one of the low range sprite pokering each other. I will say this: their animation is a lot better from the older days. That guy who Devil Artemis, who did the he also originally worked for us on Rewind or Cartoon Fight Club back in the day, but he's come a real long way. He did that godly animation between Megatron and Frieza. And I watched that. I reacted to that. For anybody who hasn't seen that reaction to my Megatron versus Frieza death battle with Gray Julius, who aka Creep Switch, that was a really good animation. I said it was 10 out of 10. It was like that was the guy who I think they should have gotten to animate this. I know he's very busy, but his animation has come a long way from when he worked with us, but even then his animation was great. So yeah, who are the voice actors? I'm excited to announce Michael. I don't know what his last name is, as the voice of Goku, and Zaynor. Sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. as the voice of Superman. Both are big fans of the characters and brought a lot of passion and input to these roles. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten about Moscow X, and it's just some random guy, both of who have always played an essential to this matchup. Keep an ear out for them. So they're going to get a cameo in this, even though they're not playing Goku or not voicing Goku or Superman in this. Like, what exactly are they going to do? Are they going to do some like multiversal thing where they're in there, like they're going to show the old like versions of the fight, like, because that's kind of what it sounds like. Um, Wait, why isn't this the season finale? Oh, ho ho ho, just you wait. Um, so I don't know what their plan for the season finale is, but I can say the reason why I don't think they made it the season finale, and this is just again my opinion, it's the end of the year, and I think the original Goku versus Superman came out, or it was supposed to come out at the end of the year, but then it couldn't come out at the end of the year because there was a delay in the animation or whatever. Um, so that's why I think they ended up doing it that way. I don't know what their next one is gonna be, but I'm sure they have some type of plan for something. But personally, I don't know how it could top Goku versus Superman since that is their most viewed like death battle. Still to this day, it's their most viewed death battle ever. Wrapping this up, it feels like to doing this again, especially with the team we built over the years. I can't thank enough for pounding the time, heart, and soul into this project. As for you who have read this far, thanks for giving us this a chance. We certainly know reactions to this announcement would be mixed at best, so the trust and understanding ILC has been approached and uplifting. Thank you so much for your support, and I have enjoyed I hope you enjoy this episode on December 4th. Okay, so again, some of the stuff, is kind of questionable in my opinion. Um, but like I said, I think he's kind of being a little off on this pudding right here about how, you know, we're a team of not that many, or what was the first one where he said, it was just supposed to be a dumb joke when literally there was a huge contradiction back then when he was doing it. So yeah, that's my take on it. Some of the stuff's fair. It's whatever. I think it's going to be interesting to see what he does with heroes, and using the hero feats and stuff like that, Dragon Ball Heroes. Because Xeno Goku did lose to main timeline Goku in Heroes, so he's right when he says that. That was like in I don't remember what episode that was. I think it was like episode 5 or something. It was like one of the first 22 episodes, because only 22 episodes were dubbed by the guy or whatever that did that original fan dub. Really good fan dub, by the way. I know fan dubs are not supposed to be done, but when there's no dub in existence and you only want to watch English dubs, sometimes that's the only way you can do it, unfortunately. Well, I watched it, Yes, I watched the fan dub. It was a good fan dub. Anyways. So, that was what Wiz said. And now we're going to watch this now. Do I gotta do it? No, hold on. Do it like this. Here we go.
This video is sponsored by.
Okay, I'm not going through that.
Far
Okay.
away in an enchanted land.
I hate this Rooster Teeth logo, by the way. So dumb.
Uncommon strength. This is the story of Son Goku. Chances
Goku.
are you've watched some localized anime. You can thank this guy. Inspired by martial arts films and his wife's interest in Chinese culture, Akira Toriyama crafted the story.
Well, yeah. Well, he was actually inspired by Sun Wukong, but okay.
And the character that would define generations to come. Dragon Ball! Kakarot was born a low-class Saiyan on the planet Vegeta, narrowly
Yes,
escaped its
yes.
destruction by Frieza, and was raised on Earth by
Raised on
happy
her
old Grandpa
Grandpa
Gohan.
Gohan, yes.
Raised but trained.
Trained,
Gohan
yeah.
began Goku's teachings in martial arts,
Yep.
which he would find to be his true calling under the guidance of Master Roshi.
Master Roshi!
Specifically, he learned the Kame-sen and Ryu style, which focuses on discipline and tenacity, both of which
Yep.
strongly define Goku's character. The more he learned,
Yes, Goku trained and beat trained and beat people up in martial arts tournaments.
the more he wanted to improve. This little low-class monkey boy would prove that hard work and dedication can beat
Yes.
raw talent. Within just a few years, he
Yes.
was so strong, the only worthy teachers left were gods. And a talking cat, but mostly gods.
He used the same thing. He used the same god dang thing. Hold on. He used the same thing, guys. He used the same thing from before.
When you're training to dodge lightning, you know you're a few leagues over everyone else. He did have a slight advantage. Saiyans are naturally superhuman.
Yes, we are the Saiyans are superhuman.
Very, very literally. It's almost unfair how much of a boost
Because it's over 9,000!
While Saiyans like Vegeta may have abused this trait, it suits Goku. No matter how many times you
I will not allow you to destroy my world!
stronger than before. It helps that he knows so many cool combat moves, like the Kamehameha, an incredibly powerful technique that focuses one's ki into a single point for a devastating beam. So challenging, it took Roshi decades to master, but Goku got it in like 5 seconds. It's incredibly versatile, with over 50 different variations. For example, Goku can curve the beam after firing, or even shoot it from his feet. But unlike most Saiyans, he doesn't use ki to blow shit
It's
up.
ki.
Like the solar flare,
Solar flare.
energy landmine, and god bind require a lot more strategy and planning. Because while Goku isn't exactly book smart, he is a genius when it comes to martial arts. He doesn't
Look how they redo the whole, same things that they said 10 years ago.
train to conquer his opponents, but to conquer himself. He's also got some different moves, like trapping you in a rice cooker. Well, pretty much any container could be
Okay,
used to pop the ceiling.
that is the evil containment wave, first of all.
Then there's Kaioken, aka instant steroids. Goku's multiplied his power by 20 with it before, and in a movie, he even got it up to times 100.
So they're actually
Badass, the Genki Dama.
so they're actually using the non-canon movies as well, okay?
Or Spirit Bomb is potentially his strongest attack, but it requires considerable time. Unlike instant transmission, which is a teleport that's instant.
Instant, yes, we know.
Which is a teleport that's
You can travel instant, yeah, well, I'm surprised they didn't make the joke about, Goku, saying it dematerializes as a massive light or whatever, like they did last time. The way they're retelling stuff.
like a sort of beacon, then teleports to their location by launching himself through an alternate dimension where time stands still. Yes, according to the Daisenshu guidebook, it's a dimension hop. You can actually see this in between space in some movies and games. And the dubs wanted us to think it shot Goku's molecules around at light speed. Silly English. But if you're looking for online therapy that
Really? You take the
can
English like that.
nearly as quickly, try out BetterHelp. This video is sponsored by
Okay.
BetterHelp.
Oh my god, no, I do not want to see this. I am not sponsored by this, so I do not care. Oh, that's the end of the video.
Instant transmission to get more. I'm gonna instant transmission to get more beer. No? Let's see it. Okay.
Alright, so they have the Superman video out now, so I will be watching this.
No, you just ran. I saw you.
Okay.
No.
Alright, that's it for that. Okay. So, pretty much standard stuff that they did last time, 10 years ago. They're going to have the full analysis, so there'll probably be more stuff in the full episode, but they rehashed a lot of stuff that we already know. They didn't mention any of the hero stuff. They mentioned one of the non-canon movies, but they didn't really mention anything else from the non-canon material. So we'll see what happens in the full episode. Now, here's something that concerns me about this whole Superman like preview video that gets me worried. The way it's titled. Look at this right here. Look what it's titled as. Great Scott, Superman is strong as fuck. That's what AF means, by the way. Yeah, that instant strength, unlimited strength, That gets me very worried about this already. Oh, here we go. I don't care. I'm not sponsored by that, so. Oh, Madon. It's the most overrated superhero in fiction.
Superman. Geez, just a locomotive? People in the 40s needed bigger imaginations. Born on the far-off world of Krypton, the infant Kal-El was sent to Earth by his parents, narrowly escaping Krypton's destruction. Raised by farmers as...
What? Boomstick, you're not going to say what a coincidence?
Clark Kent. He eventually became Superman, champion of the oppressed, the man of tomorrow. If you've only seen the movies, forget him. Comic book Clark's not the perfect...
Who wants to see boring-ass movies of Superman that suck? I don't think they've made one good Superman movie from what I've heard. None of the movies have done good. Like, at least the recent ones. So, yeah, no one cares about Superman. Fuck Superman.
Boy Scout. He's definitely not Jesus. Wait, weren't the guys who made him Jewish? Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were sons of Jewish immigrants and grew up in a time when anti-Semitism went largely unchallenged. And then that ugly mustache showed up, understandably seeking escape from...
Okay, I'll say this right now. This is a good story to why they created it, okay? Because this was probably the worst time in history, and fuck these people right here. That's all I gotta say.
From some truly terrifying horrors, the pair created Superman to be a simple solution to overwhelming problems. A hero who could defeat any evil by just punching it. Hell yeah, that's how I live my life. After almost 9 decades, Superman has been many things. At the core, his story is one of a refugee, a child who lost his home, left to the mercy of alien people. This new world accepted him, raised him, gave him a new home. Because helping others in need is the right thing to do. That's what...
Yeah, but they do that with almost every superhero that we got now.
Why he became a superhero. The first superhero. Everything's...
Which, by the way, that's bullshit, by the way. Like, straight up, he was not the first superhero. Zorro was the first superhero. No, I'm not talking about the One Piece one. I'm talking about the original Zorro. For anybody who's going to just, challenge me on that comment. I'm talking about Zorro. Go look it up. He was around before Superman was. So that is not accurate at all. He was the first comic book superhero. He was not the first superhero in fiction. That is a flat-out lie.
Gotta start somewhere, but he was the first one to really take off. I mean, not literally. It took a while, actually, before he learned how to fly. In fact, when Clark discovered his Kryptonian heritage, he struggled to accept it and subconsciously developed mental blocks, severing him from his true power, which he would uncover throughout his life. He's strong enough to shoulder press the weight of the earth for 5 days straight, or crush coal into perfectly cut diamond. That's not how that works.
That isn't how it works, by the way.
He's fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in seconds, or even break the bonds of infinity. He can...
Oh my god, they're gonna use that feat. Oh lord.
Do all that, but Batman can punch him out?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. How about that? How about that too?
Outside main canon like Dark Knight Returns. It's a good question though. Superman's powers have fluctuated over time for a variety of reasons. However, for Death Battle, we take the characters at their best. Yeah, like how his breath is so powerful.
Yes, at their best, which you did 10 years ago, by the way, even though you said you weren't. Because you said it was going to be the modern Superman.
Speaking of, his X-ray vision doesn't just see through walls. He can see through your own body and mind to examine your soul. And he can't see through lead. That's okay, though. He can just burn through it with his face. Since he gets his power from the yellow sun, his heat vision burns with the fire of a star. And if beams aren't enough, he can blast it out of his whole body for a super flare. It used to totally drain him, but he's learned how to control it.
Of course he has.
Powers defy physics. My favorite
Defies figures my ass.
examples of this are when he rebuilt the reality warping miracle machine from memory, or punched Brainiac so hard every version of him felt it through all of time, or gained 10 years worth of medical training through only 5 minutes of reading, and then successfully performed lung surgery. Nice. My favorite example is when he smelled brownies in North Dakota from orbit, or maybe those brownies just smelled.
How about when he lost to Muhammad Ali? How about we show that again? I want to see that again.
For a meal as delicious sounding as that, try HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh.
All right. I don't want to see this. I'm not sponsored by this.
Just like how I'm smelling rum balls in the kitchen right now. Be right back.
All right. So.
Petri dish, and he's gone. Okay, I'm gonna go stop Boomstick from melting into a puddle. Come back next week for the full episode of Goku versus Superman.
Okay. So. There's really kind of a nothing burger here. They kind of analyzed just the little stuff that they wanted to talk about. I'm sure there's gonna be more stuff in the next episode or in the whole episode. Most of the stuff was kind of rehashed stuff from the original Death Battle, and they talked about the feats that from before that they supposedly didn't use, but they did use, in the original Death Battle for Superman, Goku. They didn't mention anything from Heroes. They didn't mention anything from the new stuff. They just talked about the things that they rehashed from the original episode for Goku, for the most part. They'll probably get more into that in the first or in the full episode, but it's still very skeptical. They're presenting Superman in a big light, despite saying that, they're not going to make him, like, limitless or whatever, like they did in the previous 2 Death Battles. But yet, the way they put this out there, like they were going to make it felt like the same thing from before. It felt like the same thing. Man, like, come on! Oh my god! Oh man, they're definitely gonna have Superman win. Goku should win. Don't get me wrong. I think Goku should win. But they're padding this out. I really believe they're padding this out. They're gonna try to make people watch it, and then. Oh, yeah, guys, Superman wins again because he's so strong and he's done all this stuff. He's done all this stuff that we can't dispute. God, no. Oh. Anyways, I will do a reaction to it. I don't know. I want to keep this out because I'm probably going to... I want you guys to note this right now. I'm going to note this right now to everybody. Because Monday, I am very, very busy. So I will not get to the reaction when the episode pops up. I repeat that right now. I will probably disable the comments on Sunday or something like that. Because I know there's going to be some idiot that's gonna like just, hey, spoiler alert, because they used to do that. They used to do that when I used to react to Death Battle videos, like, hey, spoiler alert. And I rather not know until the video comes up. You know what I'm saying? So disclaimer there. If you're wondering why these videos, why this video and the other video will have disabled comments on Sunday. That's the reason. Just a pure warning to everybody right now that the comment section will be disabled on Sunday at some point before the Death Battle comes out, because I will not be available to watch it when it comes out, because I think they have them come out like at 1 o'clock or something like that, and on Mondays are my very busy day, so I go by my time. I don't go by Death Battle's time. You wait for me, not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, that's all I gotta say. Comment, rate if you like this video. My reviews, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all that stuff. And that's it. I am the SS Ultimate Goku, and I'm out of here. Peace.